this is for...
Hey, George. Hey, what's going on? What's your...
Yeah, so I need to file a complaint in regards to false imprisonment. I was falsely imprisoned last week, and I went to the court yesterday. It was dismissed, and now I'm filing charges against those officers that did that. And I'd like to speak to the Special Investigators Unit in order to file a complaint. You guys have the power to protect the safety of the public, and that's what I'm here to enforce.
Who was you say prison by whom?
I was in prison by the local police force, so I'm here to file a complaint.
Okay.
Within your jurisdiction of Queens, Brooklyn, I was arrested, so that's what I'm here to exercise that power.
All right.
That under you guys' jurisdiction. So I would like to go ahead and file a complaint.
You said local police force in Queens. That would be the Queens District Attorney's Office.
You guys deal with domestic threats and international. You guys deal with domestic threats and international threats. This is a domestic threat. I was falsely imprisoned. That's a law. That's a criminal law that was violated. It's also human trafficking. It's also kidnapping. Okay, that's what is also interpreted as. So what I'm doing is I'm exercising my right to, within your jurisdiction, to go ahead and file a complaint, but I need to speak to somebody with the investigative unit, special investigative unit. This is, something that is going on, and I'm here to address the issue with a member, of
First
the
of
department.
all,
yeah.
the federal government still is under lockdown protocol because of COVID. Second of all, this is not a walk-in center.
Okay. That's why I'm asking to speak to somebody.
Even during normal circumstances, it's not a walk-in center, whereas people will be admitted under appointment only.
Mm-hmm. So
under appointment only.
Okay. So point is that I would like to set up an appointment and get this started. I'm not trying to, go around get protocol or whatever the case may be. You might trying to go around and circumvent my right to do so. But what I'm trying to say is that I have a right to speak to somebody and get this stuff investigated and dealt with.
This is what you do.
I have the summons here and I have the paperwork here. But I'd like to speak with somebody because I'm also entitled to, because you got one of you guys.
Like I told you before,
I let you speak.
We're under lockdown protocol, so
yeah,
this is not
but I
a
let you
walk-in
speak, sir.
center.
I didn't say it was. I said, let me finish.
Okay.
So, me speaking to somebody, which is one of your duties, is to, interact with the public. And
One second.
Yeah.
Hey, David, can I call you back in a few minutes? All right, thank you.
Yeah, so somebody's falsely in prison, and they want to set up an appointment. I think that's enough threat, to public safety. Somebody goes around as a cop, disguised as a cop, violating the Enforcement Act, which is a federal act, okay? And going around arresting people of the public, randomly just because they feel they can do so, and they don't know the law, and they're going around, kidnapping, abducting people, putting them in bondage, and then releasing them.
Yeah.
That's pretty serious.
Yeah,
that's federal crimes.
Yeah, I wanted to give you a complaint report, but it seemed like
I have it already. But what I'm trying to say,
have already?
Yeah, it's right here in my hand. That's why I said I need to speak with somebody.
Can I see what you have?
Yeah, it's right here.
Okay, great. So therefore, you forward it to the office.
Yeah. So.
And then you await response.
Yeah, I
from
did that
the
before.
office.
I did that before.
Okay.
Last year, 2020,
Okay.
November 3rd, I submitted a packet to you guys.
Okay.
To one of you officers in the front.
Okay.
A whole packet in an envelope.
Right.
And no callback. I didn't get no response, no nothing.
Okay.
So this is my issue with you guys. You guys get information that is very serious, and then you guys don't do anything. It's just pertaining to my civil case. That was my complaint then. But here now, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about me being falsely in prison last week. So it's pretty serious, and that's why I'm asking to make an appointment.
Now, again, complaint reports, if you submit it to us, I assume you mean security, I don't know.
Yes.
If you submit it to us, or did you mail it?
No, I came in and they told me it's a Dropbox. And you have a discriminatory, unimpartial, a process where you put it in a Dropbox, and then if somebody feels like taking on your case, then they take it on. That is not being impartial.
Okay.
And you guys have to be impartial. You have a duty to be impartial.
Okay.
It's part of your duties granted by the Judiciary Act. All right. So my thing is that whole Dropbox stuff and not responding, or if somebody feels like, that stuff right there, even when given probable cause, you guys are not acting on it.
Okay. So my suggestion is, first of all, you don't have confidence in the Dropbox.
Because it's diminished at this point. I done filed previous complaints.
My next suggestion is to submit another one or hire an attorney.
Yes.
To forward your case.
You guys are the attorneys. You're attorney generals. Your facility is filled with attorneys. Nobody's doing their job.
Yeah.
Okay. This is going on YouTube, by the way.
Okay. All right.
This is just to show the public that this is the type of treatment I'm getting.
Okay.
As a black man that's coming here trying to use the services. You see what I'm saying? That you guys have to offer. That's discriminatory, and it violates the Civil Rights Act. Okay. So you guys are being discriminatory in your service and selectively enforcing, the law to whom you guys feel. I have to go and being told to hire an attorney just to get my point across. You see what I'm trying to say? That's discrimination.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Me as an individual, I have the individual power to come in here and file a complaint and get it processed.
No, you don't.
All right. So there we go. That's exactly against the Judiciary Act and against the actual powers and duties of the DOJ. So you speaking for the DOJ and its jurisdiction is out of terms.
All I can do
What you're doing is being discriminatory by telling me that I don't. It's not a walk-in center. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the powers and duties and jurisdiction of the DOJ. You went off and told me that it's not a walk-in center.
That's what
that is not being impartial. That is being discriminatory. Because you're denying me services and you telling me I don't have the individual power to file a complaint, get an appointment, and you telling me no, I don't. It's not a walk-in center. Filing a complaint, getting an appointment, and you telling me it's not a walk-in center. It's two different things.
You told me that you had an incident with the local police.
I just said I was arrested last week.
With local law enforcement.
I said I was arrested last week. I was arrested last week.
I told you the jurisdiction in Queens will be local law enforcement will be the Queens District Attorney's office.
No, in fact, you never mentioned anything about Queens jurisdiction.
No, you said
local Queens District Attorney's office. So
arrested and imprisoned by local
that was
law
never mentioned. You never
Queens.
mentioned anything about Queens jurisdiction. No, you didn't. You just did this now. However, I was talking about that. As far as the jurisdiction of this DOJ, Queens and Kings County is under this jurisdiction. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. This is discrimination. You ended the discourse with saying my conversation is over. So as you can see, he walks in, he goes into the room, and he doesn't even exercise, my ability to Can I speak to his supervisor, please? I need to speak to his supervisor, because at this point it's ridiculous. I'm not getting any help, as far as, I need to speak to your supervisor.
Sir.
That's what it comes down to. Because right now you're misconducting yourself. I need to speak to you. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You're not doing your job. You're discriminating. He's talking about the conversation. I use that as an example. He's talking about November 3rd, me talking about the Dropbox. Anybody who sees this video will clearly see that I just finished telling him about last year's Dropbox as an example to show that they're not exercising and executing their duties and being discriminatory in their services.
You're not allowed to take it.
I'm allowed to. This is an open meeting law. Open meeting law act. I mean, you need to see that. So if you want to have a conversation outside like how you did, I'm exercising my right.
If you want to argue with me, get out. If you want to be nice, I'll
What's your name, sir? What's your name?
Herbert.
Herbert?
Yeah.
Herbert what? What's your last name, sir?
Get out.
Get out is your
Get
last
out.
name? Okay. Sir, so I need your last
Get out.
I need
Get out.
I need your last name, sir. I need your last name. I need your name.
You don't talk to me like
What's your name? What you mean don't talk to you? Who do you think you are?
Step away from
You
the
work
door,
for the
sir.
public, sir.
Step
You
away
work
from
for the
the door.
public, and you're discriminating.
away from the
You're
door,
discriminating,
please.
and I asked to speak to. Let me speak to the higher up. I need to speak to somebody that's above y'all because right now y'all misconducting yourselves. You're not executing your duties, and you're discriminating. You're discriminating. Period. That's an act of violence. You telling me get out? Who do I think I'm talking to? Okay. Everybody's gonna see who you talking to. Speak to your boss, man.
Step away from the door, please.
Speak to your boss. Speak to your boss, man. That sure as hell ain't your boss. Acting like that. Okay. Get everybody's IDs and everything. He wants to hide his ID. He walks away, as you can see. He's running upstairs now. Don't run upstairs. I asked to talk to you. Look, he's running upstairs. Running in the elevator. Talking about I can't record because I'm exercising my First Amendment right to record. That's an assault. Minutes just to get to an assault. That's crazy. You try to file a complaint, he assaults you. I need his name and position, please. I need his name and position. What's his position? He claims he's a supervisor? What kind of supervisor? I need his name and position. His name and position. What's his position? What kind of supervisor? Okay. Richard. Yeah, I spoke to Richard the other day. His ID says Richard. Okay. Showing me his gun. Okay, on his holster. As you see, he's trying to flash his gun. Now he's trying to walk away slowly after flashing his gun. You saw that. Try to flash his gun at me. I just asked for his name and position. You flashing your gun. Nobody's scared of your gun. There's plenty of guns out here. Nobody's scared of your gun, man. Nobody's scared of your gun, bro. You can shake your head all you want. You ain't the only one with one. You know what I'm saying? There's people all around here with one. You know what I'm saying? You in Brooklyn, homie. You know what I'm saying? I just need his name and position. That's what I asked for.
What's up, man?
Why you flashing your gun at me?
Step away from the door,
Why you
please.
flashing your gun at me? You talking about what's up, man? Like, come on. You flash your gun at me and then ask me what's up. Richard, come on, man.
You can't block
you
the
going
door.
in?
That's all I got.
You're not supposed to be doing that.
You can't block the door.
You trying to intimidate me by flashing your gun at me? Come on. I was trying to look at your ID. You open up your coat and show me your gun. Like I'm supposed to be scared. There's guns everywhere. You think it's my first time seeing a gun? I shot guns before. You think? Yeah, I shot headshots. So what now? You think you're the only one that can use one? There's guns all over here, bro. Don't flash your gun at me, man. Like I'm supposed to be scared because you flashed your gun at me, bro.
First of all, I
Nah.
didn't do that.
Come on, man. I'm coming from that. I'm surrounded by it. I'm surrounded all by it. Now you're doing that. Now you're buttoning it up.
My jacket goes
Well, I'm
over.
supposed to be scared because you flashed your gun at me, Richard? Come on, man. I just finished talking to you. You the one who gave me this. You gave me this 2 days ago. Now you want to flash your gun at me.
I wasn't here 2 days ago.
Yes, you know, you did.
What day was that?
This is when I came in here the other day, and I got it from you that morning.
So listen, you fill out the complaint.
I asked this, what's his name, the
wanna mail
supervisor's
it, or
name,
you wanna
because he
leave
was
it
being disrespectful.
wanna-
And he assaulted me.
You want to mail it?
As you can see it, he assaulted me.
You want to mail it or you want to give
That's
it
a
in?
civil assault.
You want to mail it or give it in? The other policy here, it's a simple policy.
You don't go around talking about who the hell you think you are. You know, we gonna see who you are. You know what I'm saying? The whole world gonna see who you
You
are.
have to mail it and give it back to me. Because they're gonna read it.
Yeah. Oh, so you remember now? You remember giving me the paper? Now you gonna say I got a mail or give it back to you?
No, I say.
Come on,
you have
man.
it in your hand. You want to hand it in?
Yeah, but this is the same form you gave me the other day.
You want to hand it in now? No. Because they have. It has to be read, and then they get in touch with you.
But when like he told you, when he went in there and started talking about how I gave him something 2 years ago or a year ago, that I was telling him as an example to show that even when I file it with the Dropbox, nobody contacts me back, and that's a discriminatory policy to tell somebody, you know, if somebody wants to go and you know, deal with your matter, then they would. You know what I'm saying? They're supposed to process it. They're supposed to go and investigate, individually meet with members of the public, right, and sit down and talk with them about the matter. They don't even do that here. They're not even doing that. Nobody contacted me. Nobody called me. No, none of that.
What kind of case is this?
This is dealing with me getting arrested for trespassing. Okay, yeah, by the police department, not 84th. This is out in Queens. Yeah, and I was trying to explain that to this dude, and he comes off and starts discriminating, and then walks out, you know, out of the conversation while I'm talking to him. You see what I'm saying? He tells me this is not a walk-in center. I'm not talking about that. I was talking about the jurisdiction. You know, he's talking about other things other than what I was talking about.
Where's your next step?
The next step is this. You know what I'm saying?
NYPD forcibly.
Yes, forcibly imprisoned.
All right, so
that's a crime.
What's the next? What they tell you?
Human trafficking as well.
What they tell you what to do next? Did you talk to a lawyer?
I wrote a whole criminal affidavit on it.
Did you talk to a lawyer?
Just like I did the other case that I gave.
Did you talk to a lawyer?
No, I am the pro se litigant.
But is that like something a lawyer can handle?
I just filed the lawsuit myself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm a member of the public. I don't need a lawyer to exercise my rights.
So you filed a lawsuit with the federal government?
Right there in that court across the street.
Oh,
okay, so this is me coming here, and I'm asking to make an appointment because he's explaining to me that you can only go and talk to somebody by appointment.
Right.
So I was asking, you know, this dude.
How it works is that that paperwork you hand it to us, right? That we hand it in, and they review it, and then they call you. They make an appointment with the either with FBI. So we don't know who would take the case. This is what y'all been
telling me before. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I did. You know how many times I filed my complaints with you guys? It wasn't just this jurisdiction. I went to the city. I had situations in the city. You know what I'm saying? And what ended up happening?
What we could do is just give that to them, and they'll. But the problem is, the pandemic is still. The problem is there's not enough people here anymore. So that's the problem.
I didn't get nothing mailed back to me after I filed my complaint with you guys on November 3rd. Nothing had been mailed back to me yet since then. Okay?
So
I didn't get no appointment. I didn't get nobody contacting me, and now I'm here with another complaint. You know, that was with my civil case, but this right here is dealing with the trespassing. I still have the summons on me right now, the evidence. The ticket was dismissed yesterday. I just came from the Queens Criminal Court.
What ticket was dismissed?
It was dismissed. That's what I'm saying. It was a false sense from the
that's good.
The inception of the arrest.
Right.
It shouldn't have happened. Okay, that's my point.
So you want to sue?
That was a threat. No, it's not just about suing. It's about me actually taking criminal action against the officers that did that.
What precinct was it?
This is 102.
102?
Yes.
Wow. 102.
This is within your jurisdiction. Y'all deal with Queens. Y'all deal with Kings County.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, Staten Island.
Right.
Y'all deal with, you know, like 2 other, Rockland County.
Right.
Yeah, so I understand that this is within your territory. So, exercising the jurisdiction under your territory.
We just go with our policy here for what we can do for you is like all I could do. I have no say of who you see or make an appointment for you. All we can do is just hand that back in and they have to call you. That's all. We have nothing to do with it. Oh my God, I'm choking.
You okay?
That's the problem. That's all they can do for you. I mean, we don't do it. We don't. Not giving you a hard time. We're not trying to give you a hard time. It's not our job to call you.
But you flash your gun and then he discriminates and walks away from you.
I was just adjusting my jacket.
Oh yeah, sure.
Why would I flash my gun at you?
Sure. All right. So
I wouldn't flash my gun.
Your boss comes. You know what I'm saying? And then you guys surround me. and he's telling me to leave, and he's pointing, and he's pushing himself up on me, getting in my face. That's an assault. That's a civil assault. But what I'm trying to say is, he's walking around assaulting people, and he's your supervisor.
Hand in the paperwork for you?
What's his name?
What do you want me to do?
What's his name? Because I'm reporting him. What's his name?
His name, Herbert.
No. All right, Herbert. What's his last name?
But he has to give me his last name. I'm not giving
Oh, see, this is where the corruption
comes in. You want us
comes
to hand
in.
that paperwork?
That's corruption.
You want me to hand it in for you?
You know, I have a right to know his name. Why wasn't he wearing his uniform as ID? You see what I'm saying? He was wearing none of that.
He just came into work, that's why.
Yeah, exactly my point. So he's misconducted himself. He's not even identifying himself. He's not allowing the public to, inspect. He's violating the Freedom of Information Act.
Do you want me to hand the paperwork in for you or no?
No, because this is something that you're going to conceal. That's why I wanted to make an appointment. You understand?
Well, what they have to call you.
I'm not putting this in the Dropbox.
Well,
Simple.
the only problem is they have to call you. We don't make appointments. You can't make an appointment with the person. They have to call you. That's the problem. As long as your phone number is on that paper, and they look at it, they review it, and they'll see if it's going to be investigated by whoever. They will call you and they'll set an appointment. That's how it works. It's simple. That's all they can do for you. So, if that's new paperwork, I'll take it for you, and I'll hand it in.
Yeah, I don't want to be put through a discriminatory process called the Dropbox. That's not being impartial. When you guys sit there and tell somebody, if an attorney wants to deal with it, then they'll deal with it. If they don't, then it probably more than likely goes to the waste bin.
You talk to FBI at all?
No, I'm talking about here. The Dropbox, process here is not impartial. All right, that's discriminatory. The attorneys are supposed to execute their duties and protect the people. You know what I'm saying? The safety of the people, of the public. They're not doing that when they have a Dropbox situation that's saying, if we feel like,
that's the policy
enforcing it.
It's not to come to this building, you need an appointment. So it's not like you're walking into a public area to just walk in.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, who's the person that makes the appointments?
Well, intake unit. That goes to.
That's what I'm saying. Let me
give you
the number for intake unit so I can talk to them. You know what I'm saying? Outside of this.
Yeah, I'll give you the number.
Let me get that.
You want the number?
Please, yes, I'll take that.
718. What's 718? Okay. 254. 254. Then you call 7000. That's a switchboard, and you ask for switch me to the intake unit.
Intake.
And that's it. And you tell them what's going on, and you want to tell them that you left it today. With today's day, I'll put it in an envelope for you.
Yeah.
Want me to get an envelope for you? And you put it in the envelope in front of me, and then I'll bring it up personally. Would you like that?
No, that's okay, man. I got other plans, but the problem is that having the intake number or any number to the departments of the DOJ is not even available online. You see what I'm trying to say? And that's the problem, like getting in contact with them or knowing what some of these things are, or maybe it is.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Is it open?
We're looking for a post office?
Your passport.
Oh, yeah. It's the middle door. See where that guy is right there? The door's open. That's it right there. That's the post office.
Oh, yeah, but it's closed.
You go in and the passports, I don't know. It's closed? Go right to the open door, then make the left.
Okay.
Then you go in the post office. It's on the right side. Yeah, that's the number you have. This way you can talk to a person from intake. You have to say intake unit. And that's the unit that looks at all the complaints. And they decide if it's going to be investigated by a certain unit. Then they call you and they talk to you, I guess. That's the procedure. That's all we could. That's what we do. But you have the phone number. You want to call it, whatever. It's up to you. What you want to do. You want to hold on to that paperwork?
Yeah, I'm gonna call it. But
You want to hold on to that paperwork? You want me to take you to bring it upstairs? What do you want me to do?
Take me to bring it?
No. You want me to take the paperwork from you?
Well, I can't come with you.
No, you can't come with me.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what was the problem? Okay, so COVID. All right. So you guys are using COVID, but prior to COVID, it was the same policy.
Yeah, it's the same
That's what I'm
policy.
saying. So
It's
it
the
was
same
not
policy.
like something changed just because COVID is here.
It's the same policy.
You know what I'm saying? So this is where the BS comes into play. You know?
gotta remember something. We have nothing to do with it.
The first thing
all
I'm
we
being
do-
told is COVID policy.
Well, yeah, because probably no one's here. That's the freaking problem. The
All
only
right.
thing we did was we take the paperwork in an envelope and we put it to intake unit. That's all we do, and it's up to them to call you. So that's
Yes,
the problem.
that's the discrimination. That's what it is,
that's
because
no
nobody
discrimination.
called me
I
from
don't-
2012, November 3rd, 2020 filing. You see what I'm trying to say?
That's
That's
valid.
blatant discrimination.
That's nothing to do with us. So
I
that's
filed so
I can tell
much
you.
paper about this thick,
Yeah.
with you guys in an envelope, not the big UPS envelopes.
Yeah.
The big U. I came here with that filled with paperwork, of my motions, my appeals, complaining about how they rejected my appeals. I complained about the judge, depriving me of my right. You know what I'm saying? Violating 18 U.S.C. 242. Nobody contacted me back. That's what I'm saying. After all of that information being given, even given the copy of the court proceeding, you know what I'm saying? I was recording the judge deprived me of my right, and I gave that with the paperwork, and yet they still didn't contact me back. You see what I'm trying to say? They had probable cause, and they had the paperwork written. You know what I'm saying? They had the actual complaint. You see what I'm saying? And they didn't contact me back. I helped them, and they didn't even contact me back in regards to it.
All I could do is like I told you. I mean, they have to call you, not me. So if you want, that's whatever you want to do. If you want to give me the paperwork now, or if you want to, whatever you want to do. I don't know what you want to do right now.
All right, so
All right.
I'll get back in contact with them, but
All right.
that's
What's
it.
your first name?
Can't tell you that.
All right. Nice to talk to you.
All right.
Take care, man.
So he tried. He tried to get my first name so that when I do submit this paperwork, he can discriminate. He can conceal the paperwork. That's what they're trying to do. As a security guard, he's not supposed to be doing that. He think I'm stupid. I ain't stupid, motherfucker. I know what you're doing. I'll sit there and conceal my paperwork when I mail it in. So today is, what is it, November 2nd. Yesterday was the 1st. I had to be in court. All right, that's it for this video.